Greetings. Today I'll be injecting steroids into the collarbone joint or acromioclavicular joint and the sac above the rotator tendons known as the subacromial bursa. So this is the model of a shoulder joint here in front of me. This is the left shoulder joint. This is the arm bone, and the shoulder joint is formed at the top of this bone by the union of the ball-shaped structure at the end of the arm bone known as the humeral head with the bone rising from this shoulder blade known as the glenoid cavity, and the shoulder joint is formed by the union of the humeral head and the glenoid cavity. This is the main shoulder joint. Top of the shoulder blade here, known as the supraspinatus fossa. This is the rotator cuff tendon which arises here. It travels under the notch or the tunnel over there and gets inserted into this place here known as the greater tuberosity. So in between the rotator cuff and this bony protrusion known as the acromial process is situated the subacromial bursa or the sac. So it lies above the rotator cuff tendon and below the acromial process. So this is the subacromial bursa. So I will be injecting this area with the steroid, and the other area which I will be injecting is this bone. This is the clavicle or the collarbone. It joins the acromion process. From the top you can see this is the acromion process. You see the acromion process. The clavicle goes into the joint and you're seeing the acromioclavicular joint here. This is a very superficial joint. You can feel it as a notch. So I will be injecting this space also. I will be performing these injections under local anesthesia and ultrasound guidance. An MRI shows that he has got subacromial impingement from Bernese spurs arising from the collarbone joint, as well as a type 2 or a beak-shaped acromion process. These are encroaching into the subacromial space and are causing an inflammation with the resultant collection of fluid in the cavity known as the subacromial bursitis. So I will be injecting triamcinolone acetonide, which is a long-acting steroid with minimal side effects. I will be injecting 40 milligrams of the steroid into the subacromial space and another additional 40 milligram into the collarbone joint. This is the 3T MRI of the patient done the day before yesterday. So these are coronal sections of the shoulder joint. This is the ball or the humeral head, and this is the socket or the glenoid. So this is the rotator cuff tendon over there, and this is the acromioclavicular joint or the collarbone joint. So one can see a collection of fluid as denoted by this whitish structure on the acromioclavicular joint, and there are some irregularities or bony spurs at the bottom of the joint encroaching into this space here. The space where you are seeing this whitish structure is the sac, and that is known as the subacromial space. So you can see a fluid collection over there into the subacromial space, and this is the rotator cuff tendons of the supraspinatus. You can see some whitish areas in the rotator cuff tendon that is showing some tendinosis, but there is no actual tear. The tendon is getting inserted into the arm bone over here. This is the humeral head. There is no actual tear, discontinuity or whitish structure, but there is this collection of fluid in the subacromial space, and the subacromial sac or bursa is thickened. Today I am going to inject the subacromial space and the acromioclavicular joint of the shoulder in a 49-year-old male. The patient is here. He is going to position his arm for the first injection into the subacromial space. and then subsequently into the acromioclavicular joint. I will be doing this under ultrasound guidance. I will be using the high resolution flat probe, triamcinolone hexaacetonide into the joints. I will be infiltrating the skin with lignocaine and adrenaline. The injection are going to be done under local anesthesia. Please position your arm at like this, okay? And now I'm just going to prepare the shoulder with betadine. This is the subacromial space and this is the acromioclavicular joint. And now we get the, so this is the ultrasound probe. It is positioned on the subacromial space like that. You can see the humeral head below, and then the rotator cuff tendon on top of it, and then the subacromial space, which is a potential space just below the deltoid over there. So I'm going to first visualize it, and now I'm going to infiltrate the skin with lignocaine. Below the joint, shoulder joint. Now I am ready to inserting the needle. Yeah, you can see the needle there. Yeah, there we are. Into the subacromial space. You see the subacromial space distending. Yeah. Let me mark it. Thumb correct irukku. So you're seeing the acromioclavicular joint over there. So that is a joint. To the left side, to your left side is the acromia, and to the right side is the clavicle, and that is the black space which you see there is the acromioclavicular joint. So I'm going to advance the needle. Now I'm injecting. Ah, super. Now it should go. It's gone. Syringe tip. Poicha? Okay, fine. Now you feel pain relief in that joint also. I've banged right into the joint. Resistance illa. Move pannunga. Move pannunga. Face. Yeah. Across the arm.
Across the arm pain poidichu.
Across the shoulder, across appdi kondu ponga. Ipo pain irukka sir?
Romba theriyala.
Illa. Okay. Poidichla? Okay. Ipo ipdi kaiya thookunga. Thookunga. Fulla. Pain irukka?
Indha இடத்துல மட்டும் pain irukku.
இல்ல மூவ்மெண்ட் போது லூஸ் அப்படி வச்சிட்டு லிஃப்ட் பண்ணுங்க.
ஆஹா பெயின். மூவ்மெண்ட் போது பெயின்.
பெயின் இல்ல. இப்படி கொண்டு போகும்போது
இல்ல.
இல்ல. அவ்வளவுதான். We are done.